Hey everybody, it's Alex. I have a small, little tiny haul video to share with you guys. Plus, I want to do a sort of, like a try and tell, like, you know, kind of a review, my opinion on some of the products that I bought. So, yesterday I went to Michael's. I still had some cash left on the gift card that I got for Valentine's Day. And there was a 60% off coupon, a Joann's coupon that was expiring, and I wanted to go and see if there was anything new. I wasn't going to go because I'm like, no, it's because I had gone and there was never anything new. Everything was wiped. So I did go, and they did have they had like 3 new beautiful collections, like a Bohemian collection for the paper crafts. There was a watercolor collection, and then there was one more on the other side, and I don't remember the name of it, but oh my gosh, all of it from each set was so pretty. Oh, the wind slammed my door. All of it was so pretty, but none of it was on sale. Oh, so tough. And even though there was like a 20% off your entire purchase coupon, it still is not, it's not good enough. But anyways, let me show you what I bought, and I'm iffy about a couple of these things. I think I'm going to take it back. I don't know. Okay, so I was pretty excited to see this, and this is their Color Splash collection. Don't pay attention to my nails, I gotta repaint them. This is the watercolor one, and they had this set of watercolor crayons, and it had a plastic wrapper on the outside, and they were $14.99. This is what I used the 60% off coupon on. And while I was in there, I was on the phone with my mom, and I was telling her about the new stuff that was there. And I was telling her, I said, well, you know, like a few years ago, I bought some watercolor crayons from Joann's, tried them, and I did not like them at all. I didn't like them. And so I was hesitant on buying these, but I was like, okay, but maybe since, you know, I don't know. I just talked myself into buying it. And so I got that. And then they have some Recollections ombre ink pads, and they have quite a few different colors. I'd say probably maybe 7 different colors. And these are $5.99 each. So these, there was no Michael's coupon, so these, the 20% off came off of these. And then this is the washi tape that would, well, there's 2 more packs, I think, in the Color Splash collection, but this was so pretty. And the Bohemian one, the Bohemian collection had, oh my gosh, it was just all so pretty. But I said, let me get this because, you know, if I wait till next week, they won't be there. You know, even though it's on sale, people will spend that money, boy, and none of it will be there. So I bought this, and this I really like. This is the thing I'm sure I'm keeping. These products, on the other hand, I don't know. I've seen people play with the Hero Arts ombre ink pads, and to the best of my recollection, I'm pretty sure when you take this off, it's all one ink pad. It's not separated like that. I'm pretty sure. I'm sure somebody will know and they'll correct me on it. But so when I opened it, I was like, huh, it's like the old school ink pads. Let me show you one. You guys know what I'm talking about, but for those of you that are new, this is like an older Stampin' Up! One, and you get these different colors and see how they're like this. You could put it all together and you can stamp all one, or you could separate it. So that's what it kind of reminded me of, and I was pretty sure that the Hero Arts one was all one ink pad. It just had different, I think, different colors. So I was like, well, I don't know. I was kind of iffy about that. So, but I wanted to try them on here to show you guys. These I'm not sure, but this I'm almost 100% sure that I'm gonna return it, because these are the ones that I bought from Joann's a few years ago. I thought, I saw this and I'm like, ooh, watercolor crayons in the back. The directions seemed easy enough. You know, you just draw it on your paper, put some water, and you know, it should work right. But, you know, I don't know. I just wasn't sure about it. So, let me show you. This is one of the things I was working on. These two right here are the watercolor crayon, okay? The one cool thing about it is it has shimmer to it. I didn't add any shimmer to that. These crayons come with shimmer, so that I like. But see, I practiced on paper before I actually went and colored on anything. And if you press lightly, if you press too hard, and these have a consistency. Okay, this pack has a consistency of a crayon. It feels just like a crayon. This is more soft and jelly, almost like a, what are those? Hold on, I lost it. A gelato type thing. These are like creamy. So I thought, oh, those might work better. You won't see like this, you color on the paper and you see the crayon. Like you can't get rid of that crayon look. Like right there, I couldn't get rid of that. And then also these are really chunky, like a kid crayon. So when I'm trying to be in here and be all delicate and stay inside my lines, I was coloring outside the lines and getting it everywhere. So I'm not sure. I mean, it comes in a really nice case. It's really fun colors. So I don't know. I'm not 100, you know, I'm not like satisfied with it. So I don't know. And I kept these all this time. And I should have taken this back all that time ago, but I'll show you the difference between the two. Like I said, these are hard like a crayon. And these, you take this cap off, and I haven't done it yet, but I'm pretty sure you can twist it and get more crayon out of there. And these, see, I have color with it, has a shimmer. And these are soft and jelly. So let me show you on some watercolor paper. I'm trying to like convince myself, you know, I don't know. I want to like them so bad. I do. Uh-oh, now that the door is shut, the kitties went in. So here's this one, and whether I color this, I wouldn't say I'm pressing hard or soft, so I guess a medium. And that looks like a crayon, right? And this, since it has like a softer feel to it, it covers more of the white. It falls into the peaks and valleys of the paper, which I was like, oh, that's so good. Excuse me. And let's bring some. I don't have a napkin with me. So here we go. See, this is the first one, and I could never get rid of that crayon look. Oh, and the cats went in. Okay. I was Gumpy. He's like, I have to know what you're doing. If he spoke, that's what he would sound like. So see, you can't get rid of that crayon look. And then this one did pretty well. You know, it did okay. I tried to, like I said, color with it to make it blend properly. And it was like the more I tried to make it blend, it was just like there was too much water, and I was starting to peel my other paper, and then this kind of never goes away. No, don't do that. And it does have that pretty shimmer, and I don't know, what do you guys think? Oh, my one big thing, this does blend way better than this. I'll give it that. It came out way better. But to color my images, they're fat. So my mom was saying, what if you just used it to make cool backgrounds, you know? See, how I blend it out, but at the end you still see that original spot where I colored, like underneath. It might be something where you have to stay out, like if there was if you were following a stamped image, which these are, I'm telling you, they're so fat, you can't see what you're doing. The tip is fat. So if you were, say that was the black line of a stamped image, maybe if you, I don't know how you would make these work. No, no, Gumpy. Hey, stop. Between the cat and the washer. Sorry, guys. Ugh. I tried to close the door a bit because I didn't want you to have to hear the washing machine, but the cat's scratched at the door. See, I don't know how I could get these to do what I do. Maybe someone else that does cool, you know, like maybe art journaling or something like that. Y'all would probably love this. But I just don't know how I could get this to do what I needed. Let me see. Let me show you. Maybe coloring a stamped image. I was coloring this guy last night. Well, painting him. No, see, look. I was trying to mess around with it and... Well, that wasn't. That was a colored pencil. I was testing the color of brown. Let me see here. Okay. Alright, not that these guys are red, but since we have red out, well, no, I'll try another color so you guys can see. Let's make him pink. See, they're real cool, okay? But, like when I was coloring, trying to do this popsicle, it was not coming out for me. See, it went outside the lines. It's just so fat. So for doing, oh, you can't see what I'm doing. These little images, I don't know. And this is what I would have wanted it for, guys, you know. So maybe for someone else that does something else. But for me, I just don't think these are ever going to work. Oh. And I mean, maybe on a bigger, wider images like flowers or something, but I don't have a lot of those. What do you guys think? I don't know. My mom was asking some of her, my mom has a, well, she just created it on Facebook, a new art group, because my mom loves to paint. And it's called, what is it called, Mom? Tenderfoot Art? I believe. Let me check. Let me double check. That's her. That's her name. Hold on. Yes, Tenderfoot Art. And look. Hold on. Look at her elephant. She painted that with acrylic paints. She painted that little guy. I told her we should name him Henry. She says, "Who says it's a boy?" I said, "I don't see no bow in her hair." But, so anyways, she was asking some people. There was a couple of people that have signed up or requested to be in her little group, and she's so excited. And I tried to post a link for her so that people would go over and check it out, because she would just be tickled if she got some more. And you don't have to just paint. You can, whatever. It's for, you know, like beginners at stuff, at crafting and stuff like that. But anywho, she asked her peoples, and they were like, oh, maybe it's the paper, maybe, because I was like trying to color this guy. I believe it was this one, or maybe it was a practice image, and it was ripping the paper. No matter how I tried to blend it, my paper started to peel. And see, it went outside the line. I don't know. I like this paper. This is good paper. And I know a lot of you ladies, this is the Target, this one, the Kids Made Modern watercolor tablet. I know a lot of you ladies that have switched to this paper instead of going and buying like the Canson paper or, you know, any of that other stuff. So it's good paper. But I just don't know. I think I'm going to take them back, because it's not for what I need it for. What I would like to have it for. It's not so good. Maybe if they made these like they are, the sparkly and the jelly, but if they were thinner, where I can color in my, and I felt like I wasn't gonna go outside the lines, and I don't know. Now you can really hear my washer machine, can't you? Let me try and shut the door a little bit. But then the wind's gonna suck it closed. It's such a nice day today. It's like 70 something here. Okay, I'll test this for you so you can see this now. So yeah, I mean, if you guys want to buy them and try them, you know, to each their own, but I just wanted to show you. And I don't know, I thought maybe if I saw it again it would convince me to like them, but no, I don't think so. I think they're gonna go back to the store. Okay, so I gotta find a solid stamp. Hold on one sec. Oh, here we go. Perfecto. I found one. Okay. I don't want to stamp on watercolor paper. Here we go. So I'll show you this. These don't have names. I looked, even on the packaging, it had no name. It just says that it's dye ink. And it has a number, that's it. So, but this is the pink to purple. Oh, and see, and I'm afraid to go back down because you don't want to mix up your ink. See, there's that. Let me wipe it off. I don't know if I want to keep these and maybe just think of it as, oh, I got 3 ink pads in one, and use it for like sentiments or something. I don't know. And I was questioning about these too when I was talking on the phone with my mom. I'm like, I've tried their ink. I tried it a few years ago and I didn't really care for it. Maybe the formula's changed. You should have heard me. I was trying to convince myself every way from Sunday to get this stuff. Oh, that didn't have a very... Okay, and then this one is the pink to orange. It's kind of pretty. What do you guys think? I don't know. I think, I don't know what I think about these ink pads. Oh, I don't know. But anyways, guys, I just wanted to show you my little haul and basically give you a bit of a review, a try and tell type of thing about these. Oh, they're just so pretty to look at, aren't they? Oh, they're just so pretty. And then, you know what I don't understand? They're watercolor, and why do they give you white? I don't know. There's no white in watercolor. But anywho, okay guys, that's what I have today for hauls and such. So thank you guys so much for watching, and leave what you think in the comments down below. I don't know if any of you guys can convince me to keep these. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys again soon. Bye.